What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we have some very interesting news that just broke as undefeated three-division world champion, superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 27 years of age. He's 26 wins, no losses, no draw, 24 big wins by way of knockout, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. He's heading into a showdown with a fellow stablemate, undefeated WBA lightweight title contender Rolando Rolly Romero, who is 14 wins, no loss, and no draw, 12 wins by way of knockout, 26 years of age, 5'8", with a 68-inch arm reach. With that said, Gervonta Tank Davis, that fight is supposed to happen May 28th in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center, okay? But Gervonta Tank Davis is in a spat with another champion, and that's undefeated two-division world champion, now newly crowned unified WBC, WBO super featherweight world champion, Olympic silver medalist, superstar boxer Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is now 18 wins, no loss and no draw, 9 wins by way of knockout. He is 24 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Tank Davis has now got into a heated exchange of words in which Shakur Stevenson, who's coming off a dominant performance last week against former two-division world champion, former WBC super featherweight world champion, Mexican superstar boxer Oscar Valdez, okay? Shakur Stevenson, he dominated Oscar Valdez to pick up the WBC strap in the unification bout. Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez fight was highly anticipated. Shakur Stevenson is a southpaw. He completely outclassed Oscar Valdez, okay? So with that said, Gervonta Tank Davis, he responded, and now they got into a heated battle and exchange of words in which Oscar Valdez, okay, he stated that Shakur Stevenson is too big for the division, essentially, is the way he was getting at with this, okay? He stated that I just hit him with everything I had, but he's too big. So people started to say that Shakur Stevenson is too big for the division. He should move up. So this leads us to Gervonta Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson, in which they got on Twitter, and somebody asked Gervonta Tank Davis about fighting Shakur Stevenson, and somebody stated that he would be hesitant, okay? He's afraid to fight Shakur Stevenson, in which he stated that he's never hesitant to fight anybody that could punch him in the face and can't hurt him. So he was alluding to Shakur Stevenson not being a big puncher. Shakur Stevenson then invited him. He said, make it happen, okay? Gervonta Tank Davis responds, and he states, I think I'm going to go back down to 130. Now, if you don't know Gervonta Tank Davis, he fights anywhere from 130, 135, and 140, okay? So he just stated that, I think I'm going back down to 130, and Shakur Stevenson said, let's make it happen. First, you got to take care of Rolly, okay? Now, Shakur Stevenson is on board, and he stated that he don't believe in Rolando Rolly Romero. He don't believe that he's a good boxer, okay? So Shakur Stevenson said he has no skills, and he expects Gervonta Tank Davis to knock out Rolando Rolly Romero, okay? So with that said, they have essentially, Shakur Stevenson said, make it happen, okay? Now, obviously, Shakur Stevenson, he wants to unify the belts. He wants to become undisputed at 130. The other champions are occupied. You're going to get Gutierrez, who's the WBA super featherweight world champion. He's going to defend it against Hector Garcia, who defeated Gutierrez's mandatory and Chris Colbert. So they're going to fight, that being Hector Garcia and Gutierrez. Then you have Kenichi Ogawa, who's the IBF super featherweight world champion. He's going to fight in June, in next month. So he's occupied. Now, there's another option on the table for Shakur Stevenson. That's WBC super featherweight challenger, star boxer, Shaquille Foster. Okay, Shaquille Foster is his WBC mandatory challenger. So he's on the table, okay? So with that said, those are the options for Shakur Stevenson currently as it stands is Shaquille Foster. And now another challenge has presented itself in Gervonta Tank Davis, and which is shocking because we just recently saw that Gervonta Tank Davis, his coach, longtime mentor and trainer, Coach Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny, they just recently stated that the reason Gervonta Tank Davis is looking to part ways with his longtime promotional company and promoter and big brother and father figure in Floyd Mayweather is to make these massive fights happen. Okay, so he's looking to have these massive fights take place. And so with that said, right, he says that's the reason he's getting away from Floyd Mayweather, to make these fights happen. So that leads us to this mega fight between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Tank Davis, seeing as though Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be, able to freely move around. He's looking to get behind GTD Promotions, Gervonta Tank Davis Promotions, okay? But there's reports that he's willing to stay with the PBC, Premier Boxing Champions, founder and advisor Al Heyman, and he's looking to stay with Showtime President of Sports Stephen Espinosa, in which this fight against Rolly is going to be on pay-per-view on Showtime, okay? So with that said, he's looking to stay there. Now, we know Shakur Stevenson, he's with legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO and promoter Bob Arum, okay, and ESPN. So there's going to be, a snag. There's going to be a huge roadblock they're going to have to get past, these two networks. Are they going to be willing to come together? This is an interesting fight, okay? I'm always asked about this matchup, and I always peg Shakur Stevenson to be victorious. He's very skilled, very defensively sound, very fundamentally sound. He's not the biggest puncher, but he's very sharp with his punches, very accurate, high ring IQ, quick feet, quick hands, okay? And he's a southpaw, so he's at 5'8", so he's about 3 inches taller than Gervonta Tank Davis. And he has a 68-inch arm reach. Gervonta Tank Davis has a 67-inch arm reach. So, but they're both southpaws. Gervonta Tank Davis is a more athletic, more explosive version of Shakur Stevenson. Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't have many weaknesses. His biggest glaring weakness was his allowing himself to party and enjoy the fruits of his labor in between fights. Okay, and ballooning up in weight and having to have weight loss camps. Okay, so now he's more focused, more locked in than ever before. So now are we going to see, Gervonta Tank Davis, at his absolute best? He has the hand speed. He has the foot speed. He has the power in both hands. He has a high ring IQ, ability to make adjustments, can fight laterally, can fight on the back foot, can fight on the inside, can fight in mid-range, can box on the outside. Very, very interesting matchup, okay? Both southpaws, so they eliminate the southpaw advantages. This is going to come down to ring IQs. He showed in his last fight when he fractured his hand, sprained his hand, broke his left hand, whichever it may be, in the 6th round of his fight with Isaac Pitbull Cruz, in which Gervonta Tank Davis, he had to resort to making adjustments, and he boxed Isaac Pitbull Cruz. So this is going to be absolutely enormous to see how this fight plays out. But again, the massive roadblock in between the two is the networks. Gervonta Tank Davis with Showtime, Shakur Stevenson with ESPN and Top Rank. Bob Arum is on record saying that he believes that it's not smart for fighters to become undisputed because of all the sanctioning fees. But Shakur Stevenson, he's not willing to let Bob Arum or anybody else stand in the way of him achieving what he's looking to achieve, which is to become undisputed, capture all the belts. So we got to see how this unfolds and plays out. But this is very, very interesting, okay? Shakur Stevenson is a defensive wizard in the ring, absolute defensive wizard inside the square circle, okay? He has, hit the ratio. His percentage is the highest right now. Amount of times he's allowed to be hit compared to the times he's hit you, okay? So he's an absolute wizard when it comes to defense, okay? Gervonta Tank Davis is explosive. He's athletic. He got power, a knockout power, an ability to make adjustments. So he has the total package. He has a sturdy chin. Shakur Stevenson, we haven't seen him hit clean or often to know how just sturdy his chin is, but he's very, very elusive. So Gervonta Tank Davis, he has the power to test his chin. This is a mega fight, but will it happen next? Now, again, like I said, Gervonta Tank Davis, he's on record, his team is on record saying the whole reason they parting ways with Floyd Mayweather and with and willing to go and just get behind his own company is so they can make these massive fights happen. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. This is going to be absolutely enormous if the two can come together. And it's even more interesting seeing as though Gervonta Tank Davis is a free agent. Is he willing to have a one-off, go on his own, and have this fight with Shakur Stevenson so the networks don't get involved or don't play a part in being a roadblock? Got to see. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.